And we have this bombshell report coming in for the Daily Caller. David Asher, the same gentleman in that soundbite, says a worker in the Wuhan lab told them that, yes, the wife of a Wuhan lab worker died from COVID-19 in December 2019. Joining us now, former Deputy National Advisor, Security Advisor, she is KT McFarland. Your reaction to that bombshell?
Look, I'm not surprised. What surprised me is how so many people in the United States, in the media, the National Institute of Health, the Democrats in Congress, how they always took China's side. China has covered this up from the very beginning. China had 3 reasons to cover it up. 1, they didn't want the world to know what they were doing in that lab, and particularly because they had a military presence in that lab. Number 2, they didn't want the world to think that they were incompetent, because how did it get out of the lab? And then number 3, and this is something that nobody's focused on, Liz. If it turns out that it was man-made and it was made in a lab and it didn't come from nature, it didn't come from the wet lab, the wet market in China, then guess what? American citizens and people all over the world can sue China if they waive sovereign immunity. So China's in a whole lot of trouble the more and more this comes out. That's why the Chinese are so eager to turn right around and say, oh, we're done with this, we're over, there's no more investigation, let's move on.
There's a lot of circumstantial evidence. The New York Times is reporting that U.S. intelligence has yet to be reviewed. Why, after 18 months, are we hearing about that?
Well, I think that the Biden administration came in and they thought that anything President Trump did or any of Trump's advisors was wrong. So they were going to turn around on a dime and do just the opposite. So here, Mike Pompeo, Secretary of State, had a very good unit in the State Department that was investigating this, that was coming up with some serious issues, some serious explaining the Chinese had to do, and the Biden administration turns the other ear. You know, it just continually amazes me, and I think it's national security malpractice, Liz. Here is a pandemic that has caused death and destruction, and it has been more danger to the world and more damage to the world than a world war has been. And yet there seems to be the reluctance on the part of the Biden administration and so many people, you know, whether it's social media or whether it's in Washington, to not want to get to the bottom of this. You know, American money was spent.
Yeah, Pelosi's
American
calling it a
people
distraction.
died.
Wait, Nancy Pelosi, hang on. Pelosi's calling it a distraction. We've got 200 House Republicans demanding Speaker Pelosi put congressional investigators on it, but they're saying she says this is just a distraction.
It's not a distraction. It's a national security crisis. And if the Chinese are allowed to get away with this and never have to explain what really happened, then time and time again this is going to happen. And it shows, I mean, if the Chinese can muscle their way into having other countries kowtow to them over this very obvious danger that they unleashed on the world, then I think the Chinese, you know, are we ever going to stand up to them, Liz? Is it just going to be we always apologize to them, we always bow our heads, we always take what they say? I think that this is something that shouldn't be a partisan issue in America. We need to get to the bottom of what happened, why did it happen, how did it happen, how do we make sure it never happens again?
You know, there were a lot of red flags. Remember early in January 2020, China was trying to corner the market on remdesivir, and they were trying to get a lot of PPE into their country. PPE. There were so many red flags right at the beginning that there was something terribly wrong.
Yeah, I mean, for example, once the pandemic started, or once the virus was out, the lab was then taken over by the Chinese military. So any decisions, any announcements were all coming from the Chinese military. That's a red flag. The Chinese shut down travel within China, so Chinese couldn't go from Beijing to Wuhan. But Americans and other countries, they were told there's no issue, there's no problem. In fact, if you try to shut your country down to travel with China and down to travel with Wuhan, then you're xenophobic. And so, you know, they're red flag after red flag, and yet we all excused it away. We didn't want to think the worst of people. Well, sometimes, you know, it walks like a duck, it quacks like a duck, it looks like a duck. It's probably a duck. I mean, we need to investigate this further.
KT McFarland, it's great to have you on. Thank you so much. It's good to see you.